Hey YouTube, Windraiser here. Today coming to you with another Transformers review, and I'm going to be still doing older Transformer figures that I have acquired recently, if or acquired last year. If you remember in my Titans Return reviews of Top Spin, Twin Twist, Windblade, and Perceptor, I'm going to be looking at another character that comes from the Unicron trilogy. It comes from the line of Transformers Cybertron. We're going to be looking at Thundercracker. Now, I originally had this figure. Um, I gave it to my sister, and then she gave it to somebody, and they ended up breaking the toy, so I never saw it again. But I have him again here now, and it's like seeing an old friend, just like, hey, how are you? But I'm happy to have him again. I do love his alt mode. It is very unique. It is just like he is in the show, minus all the orange highlighted bits on him. But I do love the jet mode. I like the giant Decepticon symbol right there. We do have some silver here for the tail fins as well as the missiles, and a lot of orange picked out. We have little silver tail fins here. We have the thrusters here in the back. You have your cyber planet key slot there. And he does have landing gear. They are static, so they don't move. Very nice. You can deploy the gimmick here, which is basically... I'm going to take... if I can get it. Give me your sword. Give it. Give me your sword. Thank you. Going to take Metal Hawk sword here and slide it in the slot. I don't remember where I put my cyber key. Let me see if I can find it though. Well, apparently I have misplaced it, so hopefully it's somewhere where I can find it later. But we're going to take what will be the cyber planet key, pop it in, and that will pop out. He does have his missile in there, so that was very nice. And I'm going to shoot it off this way because... It does fire. At least I think it does. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you want to pull on the two bits here on the side, these little two tabs, and it didn't go very far because of how old this thing is, but it does fire. Go ahead and put that back in and close that back up. So there. His landing gear do fold in. So you can have him in flight mode. Here he is next to his Decepticon buddy, Starscream, or Thrust. Alrighty, let's go ahead and transform him. First, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the thruster bits. You're going to put your finger on top and your thumb underneath one of the tail fins and push down. Do that on both sides, and you can bring that whole section down. It will untab from these little portholes right here that tab into little tabs right there. So bring this down, and it'll swoop into place. Take this nose cone and flip it back. Flip these forward like so. I forgot to. So yeah, when you're going into robot mode, these are that way. These are the thrusters. You would rotate these around, push them in, and then close it. And then open up the toes. Open up the toes. There you have the legs. Now we'll come to the arms. So we're going to untab this one. And this one is tabbed into a little post right there. Swing that out. Gonna take this whole piece, swing it out, rotate it around. I just realized I need to clean this guy. He's dusty. Swing it all the way around. And take this whole piece, bring it down at 2 hinges there and there. It was always stiff to begin with, even in my original. Peg those into place. Stay. Stretch out that. Rotate it down. There we go. Keep them in place. They basically just sit underneath the alt mode. They really don't go anywhere. Come to this arm. Come to this panel here. Flip it up. Rotate up the fist. And close it up. And there you have Thundercracker in his robot mode. And he pretty much wears a half jet on his back. So, yeah, he needs a bath. Probably dunk him under the shower and give him a bath. Because he is stiff everywhere. But yeah, very nice looking figure. Back when we did have light piping, so you can tell his eyes are lighting up. Very nice. So you can tell he has one hand and then one not hand. And he is like that in the show. This is in the show, this is called his thunder cannon. Yeah. Cool. Posability on him. The head can do a full 360. The arms are on hinges, so they can only go back that far. Because of the wing. They can move in and out. There's a bicep swivel. Very stiff elbow. Nothing at the wrist except for this hinge to move it up and down. Yeah. The other arm has a bicep swivel, a hinge, and a hinge. He has no waist articulation. The legs can go forward that far. They cannot go back at all. Make sure this is all the way up. They can kick out that far. There is a thigh swivel. He does have a about 90 degree bend at the elbow or at the knee, and the feet really don't do anything except open and close. You can deploy the gimmick in this mode and pop that open. You can have that. And basically when it come in the show, it basically the barrel will extend out and he can shoot his Decepticons. So I'm gonna get Starscream/Thrust transformed, and I'm gonna show them off side by side. All right, I've got Starscream transformed. So here's Thundercracker, and you get. Ooh, pardon me. You can basically see how tall he is next to him. He's a short little dude. Sorry about that. Throat. Even in the show, he's a small little guy. So to get him back into his jet mode, go ahead and close up the toes. Come here to the feet. And open the leg panel up. Rotate the foot around and then close it up. So that way we can have the jet mode correct. Come to the hand, open up the panel, rotate the hand in, take this whole panel, flip it up, and then flip it back. Take this piece, and what we're going to do, rotate this around first. Flip it up to where it looks like this, and swing this around, and this will swing over should lay on top right there, covering the robot head. So the panel should look like this, with the swivel part facing that way, up and then over. This will just fold in. You'll use this porthole onto that post right there. You'll bring down the nose cone, swing the legs up, and peg them into these little posts right there. And peg the feet. There, they do peg in. There's a peg there and a post right behind the tail fin that they do peg into. Sure everything's nice and squozen. And last but not least, fold these silver pieces up. Make sure all of this is pegged in together nice and tightly. And then we have Thundercracker back in his jet mode. And when he transforms, he basically just jumps and it just collapses. So it's very cool. Out of all of the Decepticons from the Cybertron line that have flight vehicle modes, him and Starscreams and Sideways were the only ones I actually liked. I need to get my hands on a Sideways. I miss that figure. But yeah, there you guys have it. There's my look and take on Transformers Cybertron Thundercracker. I'm Windraiser. I'll catch you next review.